Lucy before Neanderthals. The only thing Lucy had related to anything in modern times is the DNA matrix called mitochondria. That's it. Every functional DNA helix on the planet got mitochondria.
Lucy was the original Frankenstein. They actually put parts together all over the place and then called her Lucy. He was.
But you know they had that recorded how they was mixing bones, giving false archaeological background to bones, or half baboon, half human bone glued together. All of that stuff has been proven. A lot of those artifacts proven to be fake.
Okay.
Created, manufactured.
That's what I'm saying.
The story, though, listen to tell you, the story didn't change. When they discovered the artifact was fake, they said the artifact is fake, but our story of evolution is still the same.
See, the problem is with us is we fall for anything. And the main reason why that we patronize so many different other people than us is because we done hyped it up so much that we're so-called African that we was actually trying to become it, hyping ourselves up by going in these shops and eating, trying to eat the food. The food, woo, I can't do it. I cannot eat their food.
But even with that Lucy thing, right? Because I remember when I first learned about that, because you know, if it's written in a book, y'all, if it's written in a book, then it must be true. You know what I mean? So I remember learning about Lucy, and I was I'm sitting in my college classroom, right? Like literally, maybe it's me and somebody else of the only melanated hue, but I'm sitting in this classroom and they're talking about Lucy and the origins of humanity and da-da-da. And I'm looking, I'm saying to myself, like, like Harlem comes on real tough. I'm like, hey, son, you mean to tell me that it took British anthropologists to come into Africa, like peep game, y'all. It took a European to come into Africa to discover, right? This what did you call her? Frankenstein of a woman named Lucy.
Absolutely.
To myself, you mean to tell me that these
Okay, let's go back over the story of how they discovered the bones. First of all, the Leakeys didn't discover it.
I'm sorry, y'all.
It was the Kenyan helpers that was with them that they told what they was looking for, and they went back and brought the bones to Lucy to them.
So I was saying to myself, one thing that came to my mind, Rod, I'll never forget this. Freedom, 1 second. One thing that came to my mind, Rod, was I was saying to myself, wait a minute, wouldn't an African, somebody who's native, somebody who has lived there, wouldn't they have discovered these fossils or this human being if there was one? How does it take an outsider, a quote-unquote colonizer, right? Someone who doesn't know the landscape, someone who doesn't know the land whatsoever, to discover the mother of humanity, allegedly. And this is the stuff that's repetitive and that goes on and on and on. And I remember sitting in my college class like, yo, they really playing with us right now. And I'm looking and people just are writing. But you know that when you're in college, the bottom line is you're there for a reason, right? And so I always say that, like, you start to parrot what you are expected to say. That's it, that's all. But that's not wisdom. And that doesn't make it true. It's just that it was in a book that's been reprinted. You know what I'm saying? That doesn't make it true.
Doesn't make it true at all.
It's just wild to me. All right, but with the FB, you guys are in the chat. I see it's 164 people that's in the building. Make sure y'all hit that like button. We see y'all. Sharice, what's up? All our mods, we love y'all. Family, cousins in the chat, we love y'all. We appreciate y'all. When we I'm gonna pull up the video. Y'all can keep on talking. I'm gonna just cue up the video, and then we'll play a bit of it.
Guys, I'm about to see one related to what you were just talking about, and I want you to pull it up and play it.
Well, Ryan, listen. Here's the thing. I think that the threat of the boycott has the Africans on the run, meaning now they're admitting that they're disrespectful. That's why I want you to play it. play this.
Okay, wait, hold on. I'm gonna play it, but he wants me to play this first. What we were just talking about with Lucy, and then we're gonna play that.
Hold on one second.
That's no problem.
He's sending it, yeah. And then that way we'll jump right into what we were talking about with the boycott, because that's a good topic, Freedom.
Yeah, it is.
Are y'all enjoying yourself so far?
Let me
By the way, if you guys agree with the boycott, y'all can put a 1 in the chat. Let us know what you're thinking. Okay, I see it.
This, I love how she explained this. This is so accurate to what you're saying about the Leaky's discoveries. Some European came in, and now all of a sudden we exist now. Like we wasn't here before they got here, but since they came, now we here. Like what the hell is that?
Okay, Rod, if this is on TikTok.
If 1 or 2 people want to come up or something.
You know, we play the victim so well.
Okay.
We play the victim so well. We've been freely giving them people our money when we should have been supporting our own people.
Right.
And they've been disrespecting us the whole time. It ain't like they started doing this shit 2 years ago. It was the whole time.
The whole time.
So now we just getting to the point where we fed up enough to do something about it. That goes to our lack of self-care. And that's why I say the boycott is synonymous with the wake up. Because it's telling us that if we don't start supporting our own before we support outsiders, the outsiders going to come in and leave with all our money.
Yep. Thank you, Jaleel. Welcome as a member. We appreciate you. Okay, so did you send it to my email? You send it to my text message or to my email, right?
I'm going to send it to your text message. I had to let it download first.
Okay, so I'm going to play what Freedom wants me to play while we're waiting. Is that okay?
Yep.
Okay, let's do that, and then we'll switch gears back to the Lucy thing.
I sent it to you.
Okay, wait, hold on. Rod, so what you think?
Do you agree, Rod? I want to know.
Listen, I told y'all, the boycott is a sign of the awakening of the self. Before we start doing the African braiding stuff, we was having our sisters braid our hair. We didn't need to.
Okay, wait, can we just be honest though? Look, all right, look, hands to God, because you know, your girl don't follow no crowd anyway, right? Like, I'm gonna keep it all the way real. Your girl goes to a Senegalese hair braider to get my hair braided. If I'm going to, no, I want to be honest. Am I really, like, okay, I'm gonna be honest, y'all.
How do they treat you when you go?
Huh?
How do they treat you when you go?
I've had her for about 10 years now. She's from Senegal.
Okay, so that obviously she had enough respect for you. Listen, obviously she got enough respect for you not to be disrespectful for you, at least in your presence.
Your presence, yeah.
Yeah.
Right now. But the whole thing is, we got to look at what leads to a boycott. A boycott is patching the leak in the tire. It's our economic wheel. Everywhere we got a leak in the tire, somebody else need to be boycotted. Half these Arab stores treat our people like dog shit going in there. And we still go.
Oh yeah.
Right? And we don't know what the hell we eating in the Chinese restaurant. We might be eating rats, cats, dogs. We don't know. But we still shopping there faithfully, and everywhere that and then they don't always talk to us with some sense.
Rod, somebody asked a good question. Define boycott.
A boycott is a term that means to hold back economic support of a business for an underlying cause. So you're trying to do something using your money as the leverage tool. Right? So the money, they want your money, and you don't have to give it to them. So when you realize that they don't have respect for you and you hold back your money, you boycott them. Or you're not giving them your business, and you are actively encouraging other people to avoid contributing to their businesses. That's boycott.
Yeah. Now, okay, so just for sake of conversation, right? Just to have like, what do you say to somebody who says, because I have heard this in terms of like, Black Americans saying, boycott Africans, like that's what we're doing now? Why are we boycotting Africans? They're marginalized too, right? They're not the quote unquote oppressor. They're not the ones that have the power. I'm just giving feedback, y'all, okay? I'm playing devil's advocate. But yeah, what do you say to that? Freedom or Rob? What do you say to that? Like, why would you?
My natural response is if they say fuck me, fuck them harder.
That's what I'm saying.
I don't care where they from.
Mm-hmm.
They can be from down the street, or they can be from Japan, Africa, Australia. Don't matter. I got the same amount of regard for you that you have for me, with equal vigor and force. And if it's negative, multiplied by 10, and then you just get warmed up to my sentiment. I don't have no sympathy for nobody that don't have no respect for me. No, I don't care what.
Hey, but with that said, we only doing the one or two right now. Is that my baby girl? Stand up!
Don't stop screaming.
Stand up! Hey, look, these glasses ain't working worth for nothing right now. Okay. But you know what though, Rod? This is another thing that they say that bothers me the most when they say we don't have no culture.
Everybody culture around the world came from here. I know they talking about we don't got no culture and they all using our culture.
I just sent Dots a video on an African putting us down, saying we don't have no culture. What makes you think we don't have no culture?
Well, depending on what they mean by culture.
They say that we don't have our own language. What's Ebonics?
That's not enough to define culture. Language in and of itself does not define the totality of a culture. Culture is tied to a social and spiritual connection of a people to source that allow them to express themselves in a way that influences others. We've been the prevailing culture at bare minimum since ragtime.
What is?
When Scott Joplin came, listen, the music is part of the culture of the people. It's the language of the souls of the people that's speaking it. Right? When they came with their orchestra, then Scott Joplin heard that and he was like, nah, I understand y'all music, but it don't feel right for my soul. So here, let me show you how I feel it. And he gave us ragtime. The first beginning of the entire music industry in the world coming from one black man piano sheet music. One organic original American sheet music. And then they tried to demonize it and villainize it and tell people don't be listening to that ragtime because it was demon possessed. We forget about that. But still, in every speakeasy across the land, they was playing the sheet music of Scott Joplin, buying it for a penny a page. That was the birth of the record industry. Along that same time, you had us that was building moving motion pictures based off the concept of the camera that was created over here. This is culture. That's scientific culture. Right? They talk about Henry Ford and the Model T as the revolutionizer of the auto industry, but he stole it from a brother who was doing the manufacturing first. Right? So we talking about every genre of music. We talking about all fields of science. We don't got no culture. The world can't move if we don't got no culture, because our culture feeds the world its spiritual development and its scientific elevation. That's what I say if they say we don't got no culture. Y'all culture came from over here. I don't care where you at. You even see hip hop going into Hinduism now, where they doing the Hindu dances to the hip hop music. We got whole blues scenes in Japan and Korea where they still playing B.B. King and trying to sound like Bobby Blue Bland. It's still going on. That came from the Mississippi Delta. Right? Your pop music, your rock music, it all came from old Mississippian music. Your country music. What you mean we ain't got no culture? When we don't got no culture, ain't nobody gonna have none. Basketball came from over here. They can tell you some old Jewish what's that Boys Club of America coach took a soccer ball and made basketball if you want to, but you will see it in them old Mayan depictions. We love ball games, always have, because it was a source of stress relief in the times of peace. I don't care if it's baseball, we invented that. Baseball gave birth to cricket. Most people don't know what that is. This is a game similar to baseball. Right? Football gave birth to something called rugby, which gave birth to something else called soccer. So it all come from over here. Now they're taking all our stuff, exporting it around the world, trying to claim it for themselves if we ain't got no culture.
And you see it when you go visit. Let's talk about it. Sorry, I know we have Cinnamon up here and we have 2 Grand that joined us. Welcome, you guys. 2 Grand, I know you came up first. Would you like to jump in and,
Absolutely. Can y'all hear me?
We can. Welcome to the show.
Thank you, ladies. Thank you for another fire show. Thank you for having me. I've been here before. Shout out to Rod. Always dropping gems. Last time I spoke to y'all, this conversation definitely hits close to home. Last time I talked, I was on the panel before. So last time I was here, I was actually in Africa. I have land. I am married to an African, but I am a Haitian man. So culturally, where I am from, my bloodline, which is, I know this is what it's all about. It's about our DNA. Where I am born, I'm born in Canada. That doesn't matter to me. I'm not, I'm Canadian on paper, but I'm Haitian first. But I married a Kenyan woman, so I was able as well to see that side that we're all talking about right now. We're walking a thin line. We got to be careful because we still are all one people. And as a man that I have land there, I have a home there, my kids are there right now. I'm in Florida, but my kids are over there right now. So with that being said, I have the perspective of being able to have experienced both these worlds. And again, what I was saying is we're walking on a line where, I don't want us to divide, because we all know that's their end goal. These people are our brothers and sisters at the end of the day. When you go back and do the proper research, Rod could correct me if I'm wrong, or ladies too. When you go back to the Sumerian text, these people are still connected to Inki. You know what I mean? Like, and we all, those who know, if you know, you know, right? At the end of the day, having been there, having a home there, and having been there a few times in my life, these people are heavily indoctrinated. Way. The cognitive dissonance over there is way deeper than us. And they know, they actually know. Somebody said it earlier on, I forgot who it was, one of the young ladies. They follow what we do. They know, but they also see that we are asleep. Because I was there, I was able to see certain platforms. There's people talking, but nobody's listening. There's a church everywhere. They're heavily indoctrinated in religion, into Christianity. That's the answer for them. But at the end of the day, if you know, you know. I go back and say it again. If you know, you know, and you don't. When you do the research, it's as clear as day. You see where certain things come from, but they really don't have the ability to do the research. But now, because of the time that we're in, which is the age of information, we have information in the palm of our hands, but it's not all of them that actually have smartphones. Some people are still walking around with analog phones. So at the end of the day, we have to kind of be careful. I really don't want this it's a great conversation, but I don't want it to cause division because
Okay. Let's look at it like this.
right.
Okay, the education part. Some of the greatest minds that gave us history. Do you know who Sheikh Anta Diop is? He's from Africa. He's from Senegal.
Fact.
Do you know who
Okay.
Dr. Ben is?
Yes, I need Dr. Ben. Yeah.
Well, he's from Africa.
Right.
Do you know who Walter Rodney is?
Yes.
He's from Africa.
Africa. Right.
Right? Frantz Fanon?
Right.
From Africa.
Right.
Right now. Do you know who caused Hannibal to finally lose in conflict against Rome? Do you know? When we're in Africa now, we're talking African history. It's the reason why I'm going through this because I'm going to point some out to you in a minute.
Let's go.
Hannibal was betrayed by a Carthaginian senator who gave his position to the Romans. Okay? And he looked like us. But he wasn't one of us. And they all knew, before he sold Hannibal out, they had already knew he looked like us, but he not one of us.
Right.
Did you know who Muhammad Ahmed of the Sudan is? The great Mahdi.
Yes, I've heard.
Did you know who betrayed him?
No.
Some people that look like us in Africa betrayed the Mahdi.
Right.
Right? In order to be able to control the Islamic world by controlling the family that was the heritable heirs to the Islamic estate of the Mahdi. Do you know who turned on Haile Selassie and murdered him? Somebody that looked like us that wanted the throne.
Right.
Okay, now, the reason I'm bringing this up is because over here, it's the same MO. We're not talking about division among the common African people that ain't gonna never come to America because they feel like we feel. Because the ones of us that feel like them, we ain't got no intention of going to Africa.
Facts.
Right? So the ones that's coming over here, they might look like Africans that betray Africans in the presence of non-Africans. They all look the same. Right? When you get over here,